Fantastic. All right. Hello and welcome, everybody. So, this practice is a solstice practice, a winter solstice practice. So, we have been working towards the darkest time of the year right now. The darkest day is November 21st, where the sun comes up the latest and sets the earliest. And if we still lived in the rhythms of the calendar year, we would be adjusting our lives to meet the shortening of the days. We'd be doing less work. You think of like the olden days of being agriculturally based. There's literally less work to do in the winter time. We'd be going to bed earlier and getting up later. But, with the advent of modern technology and lights and all of these things, it's enabled us to move beyond that, which is amazing that we have these things at our disposal. But when we're able to, like in a yoga class, honor these natural rhythms and ebbs and flows of the year that are also mirrored in our physical body, I think we should take advantage of that. So today will be a celebration of that, which means it's going to be just slower, quieter, more restorative, even more gentle. So yeah, full disclosure, we're not going to stand up. It's going to be all on the mat today. So let's start by coming to find a comfortable seated position. I've got a prop under my hips to lift them up above the knees, but also to help get that length tall through the spine while I'm in this seated position here. And just beginning to bring your awareness to the breath, checking in with your body. Where are you starting your practice from today? So let's just take these first 5 breaths to check in, right? Take this opportunity to let everything else, the outer world, quiet so that that inner voice has the space to be a little bit louder now. And taking deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. What is the quality of your breath? Is your head over heart, heart over center? Is there a lot of chatter in your mind? And if there is, can you use the exhale to soften and quiet it? Are there any aches, pains in the body that need to be addressed so that you can move more compassionately in this time on the mat today? And once you've taken stock of where you are in this moment, bring a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart, and allow the eyes to soften or close. Using the next inhale to lift a little taller through the crown of the head. The next exhale to soften all the muscles of the body, softening the brow line, unhinging the jaw so there's space between the teeth, relaxing the tongue in the bottom of the mouth, feeling the muscles of the neck and shoulders softened. And then almost as if there's this warming gesture, let that move down the body. Until every muscle feels relaxed. Still staying tall and erect with bone stacked on bone in the spine to help keep that length and lift through the crown. But easing into this moment to find an inner peace. The peace that comes from slowing down, from softening, from surrendering to the flow of what is going on around you in the natural kingdom. The animals sleeping and hibernating. They're staying in their dens, nice and cozy, burrowed away. And bringing your awareness once again to your breath, in through the nose. Pause, And exhale back out the nose. Pause. Breathing in through the nose. Pause. Exhale. Pause. Now continuing this in box breathing, and I'll count us so that the inhale, the pause, the exhale, and the pause are all the same amount of time. So inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Continuing to count on your own here. Perhaps even using a 6 count instead of a 4 if you feel like the lungs could expand more or you can live more into that pause. One more count here, one more round of using this box breathing. Then you can release this controlled breath, this pranayama, and return to a natural state of breathing. And just checking in. What's shifted for you in a few moments of intentional breath work? Is there anything you're more aware of now in your body, in your experience? And when you're ready, you can bring the hands to rest back on the thighs. Allow the eyes to flutter open, returning back to the space in each other. And inhale, bring the chin to chest. And exhale, roll the ear towards the shoulder. Inhale, chin to chest. Exhale, other ear towards the opposite shoulder. Just making a little flow here of linking breath to movement. Really taking the time to be kind and tender with the body here. If you find any points that feel tender in the neck, you can always rock back and forth there for a breath cycle, stretching out and working with those movements. One more time on each side here. And then inhale to come all the way back through to center. This time, inhale, bring the hands up to the shoulders. And make some circles. Big, small. Remembering that this is a safe space for sighs, moans, and groans. Your yoga is allowed to have a voice here. And then reversing to go in the opposite direction. Nice and gentle movements. And then inhale, you can drop those hands down. You can move any props you might be sitting on out of the way. And then roll forward onto hands and knees. Knees stacked under hips, hands or fists stacked under shoulders, and then tuck the belly button up and in here. Feel that strong connection to the abdomen to help stabilize you here. Gaze flat on the earth in front of you. And then inhale, bump the hips to the left, look over the shoulder at the hips. Exhale, bump the hips to the right, look over the shoulder at the hips. And then pendulum swing side to side, stretching out the side body here. Each time you come side to side, see if there's something new to experience in the body. By slowing down and being a little bit more compassionate with yourself, is there some new revelation that's ready to unfold here? Inhale to come back to center, this time placing the right hand in front of the face on the mat, and then inhale, open up the left hand to the sky, big breath into the nose. Exhale, float that hand down and switch sides. So a little twist here, warming up the spine. Inhale to open. Exhale to lower that arm. The next time you exhale, come back to that tabletop position here. And then inhale, drop the belly, shoulders slide together, pelvis tilts, gaze lifts. Exhale, round the spine, tuck the chin into chest, up and in. Inhale to open. Exhale to round. Few more breath cycles here. And you can always return to that box breathing and use it as your timing gauge in your practice. Inhale to return to that nice flat back. This time, firmly plant the left hand to the earth. Inhale, lift the right hand up to the sky. And then exhale, thread the needle. Bring that right arm under the left, bringing the right shoulder all the way down to the earth. Right side of the head to the earth. Left hand can stay where it is, or you can slide it towards the front of your mat. And then exhale, soften and surrender into the support of the earth. Eyes can soften or close here. And pause here for 4 breaths. Where can you settle into this, hibernate into this posture? Let the body slow down and be fully present. The mind or thoughts wander, use the breath to come back to your practice. Inhale, press into that palm, unravel that arm, returning back to tabletop. Exhale, big breath out of the nose. Inhale, lifting that left hand up to the sky now. And then exhale, thread the needle, bring that shoulder all the way down to the earth and surrender. Keeping that strong connection to the breath. Inhale, pressing into that right hand, returning back up to tabletop, and then walking your hands towards the front edge of the mat here. Abdomen is active and engaged, taking a big breath in through the nose, and then exhale, bring the forehead down towards the earth or a block. Softening and surrendering here. Pausing here for one more big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. And then inhale, pushing yourself slowly back up, this time knees together, feet together. Curl the toes under and sitting back on the heels here, making sure all 5 toes are tucked on each foot. And then inhale, open up the arms wide, side to side. Exhale, give yourself a nice big hug, one arm on top of the other, walking the fingers closer together on the back body, giving yourself a nice big squeeze here. Big breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Inhale, open up wide, side to side. And exhale, opposite arm on top this time. Big deep breaths here. Feeling the chest expanding into the arms as you squeeze tight. And then inhale, come forward onto the hands and tap out the tops of the feet. All right, coming back to tabletop again. Inhale, extend the left leg straight out, back and behind, tuck those toes under and rock back and forth in the feet. And then inhale, lift that leg up on parallel to the earth, and then bend the knee, bring the left knee up by the left hand, left foot by the right thigh, and then slide that right leg back. Square the hips, left hip comes back as the right hip comes forward, and then inhale, lifting up tall through the crown, abdomen active and engaged, proud pigeon. Be here on flat palms or up on fingertips or blocks. Yogi's choice. Pausing here for a few breaths. Even inhale, bring those hands up to heart center. Deciding what's going to feel most in alignment for you in this time of the solstice. One more big breath in, and then exhale, begin to melt down towards the earth. You could bring the forehead to the earth, to a block. You could stack arms on arms or fist on fist. Just make sure that the head has something to connect to here as you soften for 4 breaths. Inhale, bringing your awareness back to the space. Gently make your way back up to that proud pigeon. And then from here, sliding that back leg up, unraveling the left leg, returning back to tabletop. This time walking your hands towards the front edge of the mat and beginning to make some hip circles. Big or small. Moving in a way that feels natural to you. And then reversing, going in the opposite direction. All right, beautiful. Bring those hands back under the shoulders. Inhale, extend the right leg straight out, back and behind. Tuck those toes and gently rocking back and forth. And then inhale, lift that leg up so it's parallel to the earth, and then bend that knee. Right knee by right hand, right foot by left thigh, and then slide that left leg back. The farther back that leg goes, the deeper the stretch is going to be. Left foot comes forward as the right hip comes back, and inhale, pressing up into proud pigeon. Remembering your options from before, your hands could be on fingertips, the palms could be flat on the earth, hands could come to heart, or hands could be on blocks. What is going to nourish you in this moment? Big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. And then using an exhale to slowly, slowly make your way down towards the earth. There's no rush here. Nothing is with a rush. Acknowledging that on this side of the body, you may want something different to rest your head on than before. So it's worth exploring all of the options to see what you might need for this side of the body. And then melting in for 4 breaths here. Inhale, begin to bring your awareness back to the space and gently making your way up towards King Pigeon. Sliding that left leg back up and unraveling the right leg, bringing the knees together, the feet together, and melting all the way back and down to a child's pose or extended child's pose. Taking this time to soften and surrender into the support of the earth and just breathe for 4 breaths here. Inhale the fire of the muscles of the belly. Extend out tall through the crown. And inhale to begin to lift back up to that seated position. Lifting tall through the crown. And then exhale to soften the shoulders down the back body. Feeling that abdomen active and engaged and strong here. Inhale, lift the arms straight out in front of you at shoulder height. And exhale, rotate the palms face out and swim the hands back and behind. This could be a really nice place to have a strap laid out behind you to come and grab onto, or interlace the fingers and pull those hands back and down, opening up the heart space and lifting the gaze here. Breathing deep. One more big breath into the nose. And exhale, begin to melt the torso over the thighs, forehead coming down towards the earth or a block. Arms lifting up over the head or back as much as they're able to, as you soften and surrender into Yoga Mudra. Pausing here for 3 more breath cycles. Inhale to begin to fire up the belly, extending out through the spine and the crown of the head. And then using those muscles of the abdomen to help lift you slowly up towards a seated position. From there, the hands unclasp and float to the thighs for a breath cycle. Taking a big deep breath in through the nose and out through the nose. Coming onto the sides of the hips here, so you could extend your legs straight out in front of you. This can be a really nice place to have a strap handy and or a cushion or a folded blanket to sit on the very edge of. So legs extended straight out, nice and active as if they're pressed against the wall here. And then bend the right leg, pressing the right sole of the foot into the left inner thigh. And then if you would like to use the strap, you could take that now and wrap it around the left foot. And wrap the hands around the strap to make sure it's nice and sturdy. You don't have to worry about it slipping. And then once again, finding that length through the spine. Muscles of the front and back body working evenly to find that lift. Inhale, sitting up nice and tall, lifting the arms up overhead if you're not using a strap. And then exhale, begin to hinge forward from the hips while keeping a nice flat back. If you're not holding a strap, the hands are coming to rest somewhere on the legs. As you forward fold, remembering that how far you forward fold depends on the length of your muscles and tendons and bones. It doesn't always have to do with quote unquote flexibility, okay? So giving yourself full permission to here to just be where you are in this posture, while also maintaining with each exhale to just explore if you could go even a centimeter further into this posture. Janu Shirshasana, head to knee pose. Inhale, take another big deep breath in through the nose. And then exhale, this time allow yourself to soften, roll forward. Perhaps you want to wrap that strap around the hand as you come closer towards the foot. Perhaps you'd like to bend the knee and come all the way to that foot. Perhaps you can make it to the foot on your own. Perhaps your head really does come down to your knee. That would be cool too. And breathing deep here, settling in for 4 breaths. Inhale, walk those hands back up the leg to your back in your upright position. And then using an inhale to switch sides here, right leg extended, sitting on the edge of that blanket or cushion if you'd like. Left knee bent and left foot pressing into the inner right thigh. Deciding if you'd like to use a strap on the side of the body. If you are, grab the ends and wrap it around the hands. Inhale to find that length through the crown. Shoulders soften down the back body, and exhale as you forward fold while keeping that nice flat back. finding some peace in the posture. Can you be here without judgment, without expectation? Just witnessing this body in this moment. Every breath cycle brings with it new opportunities. Taking one more big breath in through the nose. And then exhale, allow yourself to round the shoulders, come forward here. And breathe 4 breath cycles. Inhale, if you're using a strap, let that fall out of the hands. And then walk the hands up the legs, back to that upright position. You can move any props out of the way here. Bring yourself to sit in the middle of your mat. If you have blocks, I recommend moving them up so that they're close to reach. You may want to use them for these next few postures. And then once you're ready, sitting up nice and tall, arms up in front of you at shoulder height, and exhale, begin to slowly lower yourself down towards the mat. Okay. Bending the knees here, soles of the feet flat on the earth. And then inhale, press into the feet, lift the hips up to place a block under the sits bones here. Beautiful. If you don't have a block, you could also use the folded blanket, or you could place fists right under the sits bones here. Just a little bit of support here will make this next posture a bit easier. With this shorter block here. Perfect. And then inhale, we're going to lift the legs straight up overhead. Another way to do this would be legs up the wall, yogi's choice here. We're going to pause here for 2 minutes. Arms can be at either side in a V shape. You could bring a hand to the belly, a hand to the heart. Or if you'd like to also experience a bit of a shoulder opener, you could come into cactus arms, elbows at 90-degree angles. Whatever you're choosing here, soften and surrender into the supports that you've chosen, into Mother Earth. Staying with the breath here, remembering when the mind wanders, you can always follow your breath back to your practice. One more big breath in through the nose. And then exhale, slowly lower those legs down, bend the knees, bring the soles of the feet flat down to the earth. Move any props you might have been using out of the way and sink the hips to the earth. Palms down on either side of you. Inhale, press into the feet, the shoulders, the arms, lift the hips up towards the sky. Exhale to lower them down. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Inhale, we're going to lift one more time. This time you have the option to either come into something that you want to sustain and hold for 2 minutes, or get your handy dandy block and place it under the sits bones. Acknowledging that your block has different heights, right? Like there's flat, which is the smallest, shortest. The second option is here, which is what I'm using, or a third option is it's still pretty tall. So just try it out, see what's going to feel good for you. Take the time to get nice and cozy. And then exhale, soften everything, the body, the muscles, your consciousness. Everything softens in this place. This place of darkness and quiet. And what's ready to be witnessed within you from this place. Inhale, taking a big breath in through the nose, pressing into the feet, moving any props you might have been using out of the way. And exhale, slowly softening down towards the earth. Bringing the soles of the feet together here, knees come out side to side in a diamond shape, coming into a reclined cobbler's pose. Option to place any pillows under the legs to support them and make it restorative. You can also bring that block in at an angle so your thigh rests on this top part of the block and actually the bottom corner comes to rest on the earth. So if you want to try out that option, you could put that on there. If alternatively you'd like to go into it a little bit deeper, don't use any blocks, but place your hands on the inside of your inner thighs to bring them closer to the earth. Then gaze can come straight in front of you. Neck is in alignment here. And then eyes can soften or close in this place. Come to hand to belly, hand to heart. Arms, step palms down in a V shape. Coming into cactus arms, yogi's choice here. Make it your own. Option to return back to that box breathing here. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. . Inhale to bring your awareness back to the space. Lovingly bring all blocks to the side here. And then bringing the hands to the outer edges of the legs, lifting the legs up so the knees are coming towards the ceiling, and then hug the knees in towards the chest. Gently rocking side to side here. Massaging the low back. Coming back to center, making some circles with the knees. Nice, slow, deep breaths here. And then reversing, going in the opposite direction. Oh, the next time you go to the left, let those knees fall all the way down to the earth, making sure both shoulders stay firmly rooted. If the knees come all the way down, but the right shoulder's lifting up, then you could always place a blanket or prop under the legs here and lift them until that right shoulder's finding contact. Then opening up the arms at shoulder height. And lastly, turning the head to the right to look in the opposite direction of the leg. Using this twist to release any intrusive thoughts that come up here so that you can fully embrace these restorative gestures and movements. Inhale to bring gaze to center, knees to center. And exhale to come to the other side. Head turns in the opposite direction and softening and surrendering. Inhale to return back to center and preparing for Shavasana. So if you want to place a blanket underneath you, on top of you, perhaps you want a cushion under the knees. Oh, delve into this super cozy gesture here, acknowledging that the more time you take to get cozy, the more you will receive the benefits of your practice. Arms at either side of the body, palms up. And exhale, return to that warming sensation at the beginning of class, of the body softening. Working your way down from the top of the head to the bottom of the feet. everything softening and surrendering so that you can integrate this on every level of this body. Physical body, the emotional body, the spiritual body. Beginning to wiggle fingers and toes here. Ooh, yeah, that's the stuff. Rolling onto one side. The fetal position, using that lower arm as a pillow for the head. Pausing here for a breath cycle in through the nose and out through the nose. Pressing into the palm and gently making your way up towards a comfortable seated position. Sitting up nice and tall once again here. And using an inhale to bring the hands to heart center. Closing our practice with 3 ohms. Big breath in. Om. 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 My wish for you on this day and every day that follows, peace of body, peace of heart, and peace of mind. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining this practice. And I hope that it helps get you ready for these last couple of really dark days. See you next time.